Hello again, sixth graders. Here is Digits 4-3, Part 2. Today you're going to see how data tables and graphs work together. You're going to see that with the intro here, and then there are 3 other screens that we're going to go through. Your job today is going to be to watch this screencast and then go back through this part of the lesson yourself, which is assigned to you on your Digits program. So let's take a look at the video.
You can also use a graph or an equation that represents the relationship between 2 variables. To start, use the points on the graph to make a table. The first point on the graph is at 0, 10. The second point on the graph is at 1, 9.
Okay, so just be aware there. Let me show you. They're gonna let's let 1, 9 go into that data table there. Okay, so they showed you the first 2 points. The first 2 points being 0, 10. So over 0, up 10. Your second point is 1, 9, over 1, up to 9. And then think of what the next point is going to be. 2, what? Then 3, what? Then 4, what? So hopefully you figured out that it's 2 and what the corresponding y value is, and 3 and what the corresponding x value is, and 4 and what the corresponding y value is. So let's take a look and see if you figure that out.
The third point on the graph is at 2, 8.
2, 8.
The fourth point on the graph is at 3, 7. The fifth point on the graph is at 4, 6.
Okay, so I'm going to pause it there to point out something important. You notice that there are no numbers next to these lines, so you have to figure out what numbers are there. So it looks like they're counting by 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's how when they went 1, 9, we knew a 9 was there. I mean, 2, 8 is easy because you go over 2, you go up to 8 and over. 3, go over 3 up to 7 and over. So pretty easy. But now you want to look for a pattern in that and how that can go to the equation.
Look for a pattern in the table. Write the relationship in words. The number in the x column plus the number in the y column equals 10. Write the relationship as an equation. X plus y equals 10.
Okay, so x plus y equals 10. So 0 plus 10 equals 10. 1 and 9. So if I replace 1 with x, 9 with y, 1 plus 9 equals 10. And then 2 and 8, 2 for the x, 8 for the y, 2 plus 8 equals 10. 3 for the x, 7 for the y, 3 plus 7 equals 10. And lastly, 4 and 6. 4 for the x, 6 for the y, 4 plus 6 equals 10. So that one was a little bit different than ones we've seen before, but there you have to be able to find the pattern. That's what they're trying to show you here. So in part 2, take a look here. They show you a graph, and they want you to be able to figure out what numbers make up the different pairs. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pairs, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different points. So let's see what they are. Can you figure out what this point is? How about this point? How about this point? How about this point? How about this point? So for each point, over and then up how many? So over 5, I didn't go up at all. Over 5, up 0. The next point, over 10, up to 5. The next point, over to 15, up to 10. The next point, over to 20, up to 15. The next point, over to 25, up to 20. So let's see. I click on this solution box because this gives you a nice showing there. So just like we said, 5, the points are 5, 0, 10, 5, 15, 10, 20, 15, 25, 20. So in other words, go over 5, go up 0. Go over 5, don't go up at all. That's 0. So that's what this point is, 5, 0. This next point here is point 10, 5, because if I go over 10, I go up to 5. So 10, 5. My next point, 15, 10, I go over 15, I go up 10. There I go, that's that point. The next point, 20, 15, over 20, up to 15. There I go. So 20, 15. And last point, 25, 20. I go over to 25. I go up to 20. And hopefully that made sense. Just like we reviewed coordinate plane in the last lesson that we went through. So hopefully the coordinate plane is still making sense to you. But here's that pattern. So they're showing you the x number minus 5 equals the y number. 5 minus 5 equals 0. 10 minus 5 equals 5. 15 minus 5 equals 10. 20 minus 5 equals 15. 25 minus 5 equals 20. So in other words, whatever the x number is, minus 5, and you get the y column. So x minus 5 equals y. There you go. X minus 5 equals y. So hopefully that made sense. If you need to, rewind the screencast and watch that part again, but hopefully that made sense to you. Screen 3. So they want you to figure out what would be the equation that represents the relationship between x and y. So again, you have your points here. Now here you have to be able to fill in those missing numbers. So 0, 6, 12, 18. Looks like it's going up by 3s. 0, 3, 6, plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12, 12 plus 3 is 15, 15 plus 3 is 18. Yeah, so I have to remember that here we're going up by 3. So I got points, these points. So let's see what our answer choices are. X divided by 3 equals y. X minus 3 equals y. X times 3 equals y. X plus 3 equals y. So my numbers are, let's see, 3 and 0. So 3, 0. So let's see. If x is 3, 3 divided by 3, does that give me y? 3 divided by 3, does that give me 0? No. 3 divided by 3 gives me 1. So I'm crossing off A. That's not right. X minus 3 equals y. So if I take my x value, y, minus 3, does that give me 0? Yes, it does. So maybe it's this one. But it has to be true each time, remember. So this point is 6, 3, 6, 3. So 6 minus 3, does that give me 3? Yes, it does. How about this next point? 9, 6. So 9 minus 3, does that give me 6? It would appear to be. So when you log on today, see if you feel that it is this one or try these. But again, there's your answer choices. You can click correct answer to check, and then you can click solution to show you the answer and how they got it. And lastly, here on this screen, you want to fill in the equation for this missing line. It should be pretty easy because they show you these different color lines. Like the black line is y equals x minus 1. The blue line, y equals x minus 2. Skip the red one, but then the green one, y equals x minus 4. And then the purple one, y equals x minus 5. So I think you could probably figure out what that is. If you're not sure when you get onto lesson today, click show answer. So hopefully that helped. So when you get onto digits today, log on to part 2 and try those screens that we just did today.